Is Mel from Mel Ryan 100% You. I did just come back from a retreat all weekend with the most amazing bunch of women, and we had such a beautiful connective experience. I think what surprises me over the weekend so much is watching people's faces change. I know that sounds really weird, but we come in holding so much stress without realizing that we're there and trying to be everyone's version of us, and we lose that connection with ourselves. Obviously, that's why this retreat that come back to you is so important. And as people realize things shift and they learn things, we go through in this retreat, it's like what's your childhood, and then we pull out the feeling that we connected with in childhood, and then we go through the unlearning what we've learned in the way of feeling selfish or the way respect was instilled in us in a way that we lose ourselves and we don't make teams, someone wins, someone loses in relationships, all of that. So we really unpack things. That's, Life Unpacked with Mel. We really unpack things, particularly your story and the blocks that happen with you, why you have the blocks, where they came from, and most importantly, why we keep them. And by being able to unpack something so thoroughly, you see things from a totally new perspective. And in fact, you then can see your story and understand your story in a way that you never have before. So it's really important when we go through in the retreat having the space to do this. And then when we start putting things back together, we really work on check ins and then empowered choices. So it comes from what feels right for you and knowing your story and knowing why we do the things we do and how we try to look to get the feelings that we want outside in, I call it, from other people and things rather than from ourselves. So it really resets all that to give you the power to be able to support yourself totally, that you won't abandon yourself again. And there's that shift, that knowing that you're not going to abandon yourself is what I find so beautiful because it's so locked in by the end of the weekend or the end of the retreat. So that said, I am going to run two more retreats between this year and next year. One of them is going to be overseas, and one of them will be another retreat in Melbourne. So if you are interested in coming to unpack your story with me in a retreat and either of those give you a little buzz, send me a DM. There'll be a wait list because I only take a few people at a time because it's really important for me to be able to hold the space for each of you properly. So that shift is really perfectly aligned with you and you're really coming back to you in that transformation space. So you're really supported. So that's super important to me. So message me if you think that you are interested in that because I love it. It's my favorite thing to do.